Shadows fall, daylight dies. Freedom never's got a place to hide. Alright, this is Major Tom, ground control. Yes, we're shift H, we're bombed. It's Saturday night. We got Def Leppard. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. I'm out of love. Out of love. Got a photograph. Picture of. Anyway, there are some nice people. Nice people. We're refreshed. We're rejuvenated. Our little opener there. I like doing it. I like doing the show. I got a bag of chips here. I like doing the show, at a certain place where, I mean, especially when it's like important matters. I don't mind, going to locations, but we have to have a specific goal. And it is August 12th. Probably, 4 months. April, May, June, July. Yeah, about 4 months ago, we thought we turned the corner. And we thought, geez, this is what we've been waiting for. We were holding fort here for a while. And, I was doing it the Fifth Ave, Fifth Ave radio, or whatever. Names, not important at this moment, at this time. Yesterday at 7:30 in the morning, I know I told the story about the bats. I know, maybe 2 months ago we were doing a show here. We do a show. And that's all my internet thing is. Well, it has boiled down to just like in the morning. I said that story about, met the Russian guy yesterday. He's serious. I'm not. I'm truth. I'm very truthful. Because my buddy stopped by, wanted to see how I was doing. I used to study with him for a while, way back. I mean, can't lie. I mean, there's friends on here, from back then. They know, I was reading scriptures and I was doing all kinds of stuff. Just talking about things. And so anyway, let me first start off with 7:30 in the morning yesterday. I get a call from my aunt. She's elderly, not really too mobile, but she gets around. I think, I don't know what, trying to think. Oh, yeah, the beginning of this year, she's 90 years old. The beginning of this year, she went all the way to Connecticut to see one of her grandchildren graduate, or her son, her son's son. But anyway, she calls me up, and she's like, I got either a bird in here or a bat. I don't know, a bird or a bat. And I know, the previous night, whatever it was, she said something. She mentioned something of that. She mentioned it, and anyway, let's get into what we have to get into here. So I go over, and she points over, and I said, wow, I see it on the wall. And I just gave it, I made some kind of thing, I needed like some kind of stick, I just took a broom and a mop, put some tape on it, and poked it. We'll get to how you're supposed to do this. So, hold on. Needed this coffee. Boy, did I need this coffee this morning. I want to sit on there, but it's all wet. But we'll do it anyway. We'll sit on it. Freedom. So I poked it, and it oh my God, you knew it was a bat. Just the way it was flying through the house. Oh, it had that eerie kind of thing. And I'm very petrified of bats. I mean, she's sitting there, and she was telling me the other night, she goes, I hear her flying around. I mean, she's just sitting there. I mean, I'm running. And she's sitting, I mean, like I said, she's not really too mobile. I mean, she can't just run, jump really quick. And I'm seeing it going going over to like the living room and stuff like that, and it's flying and go circling all over the place. So it landed over somewhere, and then we did the whole thing again. I was opening the windows, opening the doors. This went on for a while. We tried all these different combinations, tried to see if we can get it out. And I'm like, I don't know. She said, well, you can go. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. I said, why don't you call, call the police or something, like 911. So she did that, and they came. It was about 20 minutes later, and they came, and I met him out front, and two of them were walking in. And he's like, "Do you have a broom and a towel?" I said, "Yep, righto." He just walked over. He just hit it, fell down, put it in the towel. That was it. Anyways, so our opener there, and explaining a little bit about what we have done here. We we try to move with the times here, and the times seem a little bit going backwards. I mean, existentially or spiritually, or don't let me forget this word, manalistically. No, masculine. All right, masculine. Okay, so that's the new thing here. But yes, during the week, masculinity. All right, masculinity. So during this week, all right, it is the 12th. There's the road to hopefully, more spiritual enlightenment, togetherness and all that kind of stuff, which we badly, sorely need. And I know, I hear all the time. I hear how people view this guy and everything like that. And it's a sad, sad thing. But what I did realize this week was, there's no sense of, responding to it all. And one of my mistakes was I did. I mean, after the election, a few months went by, and I figured, we're all in this together. Let's all, but it just got worse and worse. It's like hate. This is like hate. And a few people this week that I listened to, they said, we got to turn this hate around. I mean, we got to stop, coming up with who did what, who was the worst at it, who did this, who hurted you the most. And just, because look at technology. Technology is so far ahead of us as far as humans. I mean, all these things that we have, it's almost like a human's gonna live for 1,000 years or 100,000 years or forever. It's just endless. And then we still haven't, we figure out we're just us. What happens to us? I mean, it's a good philosophical, philosophy kind of thing. I had some ideas, and when I studied with them, I mean, for example, yesterday we were talking about some things like with angels. I mean, every 30 minutes they say, every 30 minutes maybe 300 children pass away, for maybe cancer or this or that, just deaths, and then every 30 seconds maybe 3,000, something like that, anywhere in that vicinity and stuff like that. But and then he was telling me how a lot of people, they say, well, God must need another angel and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's one thing, that people say, no matter what, even if it's 4 or 80 or whatever the age or something like that, it's just they must need an angel. And okay, you're bringing up God and everything. That's beautiful. Me too. I enjoy that kind of thing. I mean, even Leslie Jones. She said, she's a comedian, and she had her struggles and everything. There's times where she's like, this is not cutting it. This is not paying the bills. So she went, applied for jobs and everything, and they said, oh, I know you. You're gonna make it. You don't need this. You don't need this. And she's like, well, but I gotta pay rent. I gotta eat. I gotta do this. I mean, of course, all artists, they gotta do what they gotta do. Some have an easier crack at it, some don't, It's just facts of life. But, you know, talking about angel, I mean, so the sun. So if you believe in God, like let's just say the sun can fit like 1.3 million Earths in there. That's something like that. I mean, to think about that, and then just think about like some of the stuff that it says, like in the new world or whatever. Like you'll be so content. As it's starting to rain, you'll eat to your delight, like beautiful delight and all that kind of stuff. I mean, here we are like playing around with all this kind of stuff here on a day-to-day basis, and it's fine and dandy. I mean, I hope I'm gonna have a little more shot of my coffee because I was a little bit tired here this morning. I did do. I was sore yesterday. I did do some bike riding. I mean, as you get older, like your recovery is a little bit more because you're using these. I wasn't doing as much, honestly. I didn't do nearly half, or even less than half of the bike riding I did last summer, because well, I mean, you had like I don't know how many days it was, maybe 44 days where it's just like like just the humidity, the dew point, and all that kind of stuff. And again, with time, you get older and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, I like bike riding like this. This is nice. It's beautiful. I mean, whatever the weather is today, the temperature, it's nice. I like the bike ride. Maybe 80, 84. You don't want it like oppressive dew point. Just be you got to think of safety things. You don't want. But anyway, that's just me. But so we did another show, and appreciate. We have a couple people come by and hit like. One like compared to I'm not being disgruntled or anything like that. I just don't understand why we can't get just like a little more support. Not much.